Hello, friends. Welcome to Simply Forex, Trading Forex Simply. I'm your host, Max Farrell. This is Dextrader.com. You're staring at the Simply Forex portal. In this video, we're going to talk about something pretty cool. We're going to show you some of our live results, which we're very super excited about our Simply Forex 1. But I also want to talk to you about some new events that are going to be coming out and some things that are really going to make you very, very happy within our company. If you're getting this video or you're watching this video, you're either a customer or you've been sent this or sent to it on YouTube in order to get the news about what we're about to do. So sit back for a second. We'll get started here in just 1 second. All right, welcome back. We got the disclaimer out of the way. I want you to know right now, if you're watching this video, you're a customer with us, or you've gotten this to become a customer with us. And how can I convince you to become a customer of a process that if you don't know a lot about, or if you're already a customer, I need to let you know of some things that are happening and that will happen over the next week. Simply Forex, as we all know, is a very, of course, simple program. The program uses just two major fundamentals, time and price. And time and price is a very strong base of the market. Why? Because that's what the market is. As time goes on, price fluctuates either up or down. It does so in a trend up, it does so in a trend down, and it does also in a consolidation pattern. Eventually, it has to break out and take one of these paths. Now, we know that in this particular process, creating it very simple, we only needed one or two variables, one or two indications to give us that hint of direction, place our stop loss and our take profit, and be able to get our money when it does certain things. And this is a signal. When it does these particular things, we follow a procedure of numbers and averages at this point. We let the numbers do their thing. If we have a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2, how successful does our system need to be? Well, even if it was 50%, that means that if we win 5 but we lose 5, how many pips have we risked? We've risked a total of 10 pips, or 10 units, we'll say. But when we risk 10, we want to make 20. So if we lose 5 trades and we win, or when we win 5 trades, we win 5 trades and we lose 5 trades. We lost 5 trades, so that's what? Minus 50. But we won 5 trades, so that's plus 100. Which equals, common math, $50. That's right, we're 50 units at this point. So, could you fall down below 50%? Absolutely. To save time, it's 35% success rate. That's all you need with a 1 to 2 ratio. Now, the cool thing is that our system and our program yields out better than that, 67 to 75, even 80% in some cases, depending on the pair. And so when I started to realize that this way of trading manually with those numbers yields out a very good, consistent ROI. So I wanted the world to know it. But you need to come in and do the training to get that education, to learn how to do that. I call this deprogramming, because some of you are going to try to throw in all this extra indication stuff. You're not going to be able to see the simplistic value of what we're talking about because you're so used to being hand-fed everything in this industry. It's going to take time to train in that process. Now, I understand that a lot of people, because we have a lot of people going to this program. We have a lot of people within the process telling us, you know, this is great. I want to be able to trade. You know, and they all ask the same thing. Are you going to make a bot? Are you going to make one? And in the very beginning, it was, no, I'm not going to make one because bots are very difficult to maintain and keep a strong hold on to keep your account together. And so when I got asked this, my knee-jerk reaction was no. But then I started to look at the developmental processes with the data that we had, and we already sort of have a bot with our signal network. Let me see what I can do by making a bot, see if I can replicate using the same simple format to a degree, using one indicator with standard variables and using time and price to be able to trade. So as a project, I did, and I made the first one called Simply Forex 1. Now, in Simply Forex 1, we used a risk-reward ratio of 1 to 2. Now, in some cases, this reward ratio even went 1 to 5, depending on the pair, and using back testing. When we test anything, we do 3 levels of work with it. We do back testing, forward testing, and then live activation. That's right. On every pair that we deem necessary. Back testing will yield us out what pairs we want to put in forward testing. Forward testing will then filter out even more and tell us which ones we want to put live. And this is what SF1 did. It went through back testing, it went through forward testing of 4 weeks, went back to a year here, 4 weeks of forward testing, and then now it's been almost a week into live testing. I turn it off tomorrow morning. That's right, I turn it off every Friday and turn it back on every Sunday night because I don't like over the weekend trading, even on bots. But these little tricks that most people forget to tell you. Yeah. Crazy, right? So having a bot be able to trade for you takes a lot of discipline. You got to make sure you put the right amount of lots in for your account. You got to make sure that you're maintaining it and you're watching it. You don't have to sit and watch it all day, of course. Like I turn it on and I go to bed at night. I'm done. So I trade during the day and I let the bot trade for me at night. But what did it take for me to be able to do that? Is that I had to physically do all this stuff. Now we know what the variables are, but the bot can also be misused. So we here at Dextrader decided that having the bot work. Now let me show you something, right? Just so you don't think that we're just sort of making something up. Let me show you what the bot looks like. It looks like this. Simple, right? It looks like this. See? Very simple. Now, this process is very simple. Yep, crazy. Now this is our live account, as you can see. Okay. Now we did have a pretty good run going on here. We just had a couple of trades close out. We still got one that's kind of hanging on and playing the game here. We just had one close out right there. But we're doing pretty good. This is 113 pips, right? Because we're using a micro lot to run through our level, to run for our live account. So this right here is 113 pips from the 23rd. Today is the 26th. So that's 3 days. 3 days, and it's done 113 pips. I'm letting that sink in for a minute, right? 3 days, 113 pips. Only really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs that we have it on. This is our short test. Now we could put it on to 10 pairs, even maybe up to 12. But again, in live, when you first come in, this is where the responsible part comes on. Got what I'm saying? So, this is a real account. Here, I'll even show you. I'll do a detailed report so you can see. This is a real account. This is a real live account. Our leverage is only 1 to 100. Okay, we're using Trader's Way. Now, we're not affiliated with any company. And you can see from the 23rd, since we started the live testing on this, since we started the live testing, okay, you see we have one going right now for we're minus 5 pips, but that's all right. All right, you see our equity balance. Now, it doesn't matter what we started with or what we're doing. I don't play all those games. I only put in $2 and I won 982. We don't play those games. We started out with a small amount and we've built it up over manual trading and physical trading. But I didn't want to show you all that. I want to show you exactly what's working here right now. Okay? You will have losses. You will have wins. You'll have big wins. You'll have small wins. If you stay out of the way of it, you'll do really well. Sometimes some people get in the way of it and they start flicking it out. And that's what I really didn't want to happen. I didn't want to make a bot. Let's jump back over. I didn't want to make a bot and have people have it go out everywhere. Plus, there's another factor out there too. There's companies out there that hunt companies out like us. They get the bot and they take it and they strip it of all of its stuff and they break into it. And there's really it is very easy to protect the bots, but there's a handful of people out there, these really good code crackers, that can get into it right now. So I don't trust it. You can go online to all these bigger companies that have these very expensive bots and find renditions of them online. That's right. You can find the same bot, but they don't crack into the bot itself. They crack into the licensing feature of it. And they sell it for whatever they want. So I don't want to give them that opportunity. So what are we going to do? Are we going to release a bot? And the answer is no. We're not going to release the bot. I know we keep playing back and forth with doing it. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to release a signal. That's right. Our Live is the only company in the world that does this. We will be the only company in the world that will have a live trading account besides copier services and stuff like that. We'll have a live trading account producing signals. The only one in the world doing this. And what happens when the MT4 puts on a trade, it's going to send out an email. And that email will get bounced to anybody that's on that email list. And if you're part of the program, you will be on that email list. It will also be placed on a post on board the site. There'll be a little post list of trades when a trade is opened or closed. Pretty cool, right? Now, this email will contain the asset, the direction, the stop loss, and the take profit when it's opened. When it gets closed, you'll get a close email. And why we do this is because some of you may not set your take profit right, or I might manually close out trades at some times during the day. So you got to keep an eye on your email, set your email alerts. But what you'll get is you'll get a close email with the asset, the direction, and the closed P&R. Okay, or P&L, I'm sorry. So this means that if we won, it'll say plus 19 pips or minus 4 pips, whatever. Okay, so that's what will happen here. Now these signals will also be placed on a journal. There'll be a journal tracking page for the live account, so you can see the correlation between the signals released and the live results as well. So you know that if you're following them exactly, it's winning in a live account or losing in a live account. We're not playing any games with some sort of fake demo account. All right? So that's what's basically going to happen. We're going to set this industry on its ear because since nobody does that, because everybody's afraid to show their actual results, you get all these wannabes that are out there yelling, you know, well, why don't you show me your 1099 form and see if you're a real trader? Yeah, okay. My 1099 shows how much money I make, not because I'm a good trader, but because I'm a good businessman and I work hard. Because this is not the only thing that I do. We run Dextrader. I'm also a trader. I also have my own successful other businesses. Okay? So how much money I make a year is really of nobody else's concern, but let's just say that I do very well when it comes to trading, that if I wanted to quit everything else I did, I could just trade and do extremely well. Probably do a lot better because I don't have to concentrate on all the crazy stuff that all my other businesses produce. I could just sit in my room all day and trade. I probably make 10 times the amount of money too. Speaking of which, I got to get going. So thank you very much for being here. If you are going to buy into this program, do it now because you're going to get some major discounts getting into it now. The signals themselves are going to be $147 a month, $147 a month, and just themselves to add on to the Simply Forex program once it comes live. But once we get it on for next week, if you're already a customer, you'll get this program for no extra charge. Right? If you're already a customer, this program here is no extra charge as long as you're paying your $95 a month after your promotion ends. Because you paid, if you got in, you got paid for $2.99 or $3.99 with a $95 a month fee. As long as you have that, you'll always have the signals. Perfect, right? So you're getting $50 off almost immediately. Okay? If you're going to be starting out after the fact, if you wait for too long, you're going to have to pay the $3.99 plus a $147 a month just for that process. Comes with all the training, all the solutions in there, all that stuff. But you'll learn actually how to trade like the signals give. And you could use the signals in the beginning and then hone your skills over a period of a couple months and probably do better than even the signals do. Pretty wild, right? Great. All right, I'm going to let you go. My name is Max Farrell. This is Simply Forex, Trading Forex Simply. And this is Dextrader. Hope to see you next time. Hope you see you inside. And as always, trade well.